Hi everybody, this is Ingi from Tarot Wikipedia, and I'm going to give you your 3 card reading. If you are a subscriber of the bundle, you get all the 3 cards. I read them together so you'll also learn to read card combinations. If you are one of my YouTube followers, you get your daily card reading. And I follow up with, I do like a 10 card reading around each card to get extra information. Tarot cards are meant to be read together. One card can give you some information, but it's best if you tie it into other cards. That's how you'll get this more specific information. The intuitive message I got for you guys today is a lot of people have been feeling like they want to give up, and they feel overwhelmed as well. And they say, focus on a part of your life where you feel like you have control, and focus on where you have control and where you have determination, where you can, move in the desired direction. Focus on that, and you create more of that. You create more of feeling empowered and feeling that you are in control in your life. There's a lack of control. And I don't mean control like controlling others. It's more like people feeling that anything can happen, and they're feeling overwhelmed with that. That anything can happen at any time. And the unpredictable energy, and life can feel out of control. So I'm just going to divide the deck into 3 piles. I'm going to read the top card of each pile. They're also saying, everything is part of your destiny in some ways, even if it seems to push you away from your destiny. It's a lot. If alarm bells are starting to go off, it is that you are getting away from your destiny, they're saying. And if you feel really like you're experiencing a dark night of the soul, that is also because you need to get back onto your path and your destiny. Everything and anything is there to just bring you back to where you're meant to be. So listen to your feelings today. Listen to where you feel like things are out of control. You can very easily be back on your path again. You can never be completely off your path, because even when you're off the path, it will bring you back to the path. So when I'm talking about your path, it is your divine timing, what you are meant to do, what you came here to do. That is, when you live what you came here to do, that's when you feel peace, and you feel like life, you have some control, and you feel like life is making sense again. And even the people in your life will be of a vibration that you feel at peace with them. You feel like you can relax around them. People that you're tiptoeing around certain people, people that are maybe even have harmful energy towards you, they are again there as a lesson as well. But remember, when it comes to lessons, we've lived a lot of lifetimes, so you don't have to be stuck in these hard lessons. You can free yourself easily and remove yourself, because you don't have to relive every lesson again and again. It is time to enter into a new energy, and that is an energy of thriving and enjoying life and loving life. So 10 of stars, and this is 10 of wands, and this is the Art of Love Tarot. It says the meaning that the author of this deck has given the card, and it says hoarding here. And even though that's not really the traditional meaning I would give to the 10 of wands, there's no coincidence that this card showed up here with this meaning, hoarding. So it means, again, when people don't feel like they are in control, they can easily start hoarding material things and control things. They feel like their life is out of control, so they're hoarding things, because that's easy to control. It's just things. It's very predictable what things are going to do. They're going to lay in the place you put it. They're not going to move, and all of that stuff. So the programs and the beliefs around hoarding is actually feeling that life is out of control. So that's a good confirmation for what the intuitive message was. So you could really benefit from doing a clutter clearing as well. Throw out things that you don't need. Donate it then if you don't want to throw it in the bin. Just donate it to a charity or to a thrift shop, or in Australia we call them op shops. If you can do a clutter clearing around your life, it will free up your life energetically in other ways as well. So I'm gonna just do a 10 card reading around this. So the traditional meaning of 10 of Wands is working really hard, wanting to give your life meaning and feeling really responsible and feeling that you are the one that has to do all the work. Not really trusting as well that other people will do the right things. Again, it has to do with feeling lack of control. So if you're in a leadership position, you could have problems with delegating. In a team, you could be the one that is doing all the work. In your relationships, maybe you're the one that's carrying the relationship in some ways. So it's just that whole letting go. And know that, if you let go and let God, then things can actually be so much better than what you thought it could be. It often is. And just before I came to do this, I sat down to do this, and a fly was flying around, and I thought I have to get rid of this fly before I start recording. So I opened the doors and tried to get the fly out. And while I was doing that, I look outside and I see a praying mantis on the window. And I think there's no coincidence that I saw that. And the praying mantis is all about, I took some photos. I'll put that up on my Instagram so you can see. It just was hanging there on the window. And I thought maybe I wasn't even sure if it was alive. So I put the camera really close to it, and it started moving its head because it could feel the camera. And so it was there, but it was obviously, really it looked like it was in a meditative state. And that was a message for you guys, free up your life, begin meditation, focus on where you're in control in your life and where you can let go of carrying everybody and everything, where you can start trusting. That means that you also have to stand up for yourself. Because part of why people have problems trusting, especially when it comes to projects and work and things, is they think if things go bad and they're going to be blamed for it. In relationship, they think if they don't carry the relationship will fall apart. So it's like you need to just stand up for yourself a little bit better in those areas, so that people know that they have to be a bit more as well. They will pick up on that straight away. Now let's get some more information. The praying mantis is also about patience. Not everything has to happen today. You can do some things today, but I also think where I realized that people get very stressed if they think that everything has to happen today. Maybe they don't think that consciously, but underneath, on the subconscious, they have that enormous pressure that they have to everything has to get sorted, everything has to get done quickly, instead of giving themselves time. So you need to give yourself time. If you are a hoarder, we all have some clutter laying around. I know I do, and I'm going to take this advice and start clutter clearing today. But if you are one of those real hoarders, and that will block things in relationships as well. So if you want a relationship and nothing is happening, do a big clutter clearing, because that will make room in your home for another person to bring, his or her belongings to live with you. So it just gives your subconscious a clear message that you are making room for another person to come in. A friend of mine, when she manifested a soulmate, she started buying things as if someone already was living there. She had extra towels hanging up, she, instead of buying food for like a single person, she started buying as if there was another person living there. Because she understood that she was giving her subconscious a clear message that she had room in her life for another person. And she met someone very quickly after that. So whatever you want in your life, you have to make sure that you're making room for it. You need to make room for all the good things that you want to happen in your life. Okay, let's have a more deeper look into this card. So for a lot of you, this is Saturday, but a lot of you will probably work on the weekend anyway, but you get the work card, Three of Pentacles, so you cannot, even if you have the weekends off, this is, for what you're doing for a living. It could have been some difficulties with expertise, to be able to trust that people will do the right thing. It could be lack of teamwork. It could be that everything is going well at work, but maybe sometimes when things go well, people start thinking it's going too well, and they can't really trust that either. So with this card, just make sure that you enjoy your work, instead of being very much like needing to control everything. Make sure that you let your team help you. So we get to the block now, and it's Seven of Pentacles. So with Three of Pentacles, and then this is like this, it means that someone else could have taken credit for your work. It can also mean that your good work is going unnoticed. Someone could have stolen your idea even. So if your good work is going unnoticed, then that can create some real problems when it comes to finances. Actually, it could be that other people are getting the financial rewards. It can also mean that it creates some worthiness issues within you. So they're saying the best thing you can do is to investigate your beliefs around money. So there is some blocks around money, and if you are part of the bundle, you get a bonus, which is the card will tell you what sort of money block you have as well. And there's some command prayers around that, because you could have some blocks around money, and it's very easy then for people to kind of step over you, and then you get overlooked. So have a look at how much you allow yourself to be rewarded. How much do you allow yourself to receive? Do you feel uncomfortable when you get compliments and you receive good things? The bottom here is Queen of Pentacles, so that's a childhood card. So that means that you're a very nurturing person who often had so much compassion for others. And your goodness and your kindness that you were created in childhood, where you developed this empathy and compassion. Now you're very giving, to the point that you often let people get away with things because you think that doesn't really matter, they deserve it and you can go without. But they're saying that there is an idea, because in the recent here we get Two of Wands, so there's an idea, an intellectual idea that I feel like it belongs to you, and you should develop that and don't let anyone steal it from you. Queen of Swords in the future position. You need to act on your idea and make it a reality. Now you're getting two queens, so queens means trust, that you know that you're on the right path. So you could be thinking of career change. If you feel like where you're at now you're getting overlooked, you could be looking at a career change. Or that you want to work with people that share your vision more than. So there's other people that have a very similar vision to you, and together you can really accomplish a lot of good things. And I feel like they are in your life on a very practical level, not just online, but actually also in your life, to meet them and cooperate with them. Get the third queen here in you position. So Queen of Cups means that you're a very sensitive, psychic, and intuitive person with a very strong imagination. Your imagination, you have to understand that your imagination, you can create a lot with your mind. And people, I feel, have taken advantage of that. But they say to develop, it's almost like you're going to develop something that that I feel like no one should be able to take away from you. If they do, that would be a very bad thing. Make sure that you protect your idea and share it with people that will support your idea. Queen of Cups also mean that you often blame yourself when things go wrong in relationships, and you take on full responsibility, almost too much. So other people here, so you get 7 of Wands. So other people could have been pushing you away a little bit, maybe not completely understanding where you're coming from. Maybe they've been very defensive, so if you want something to improve on a certain level, when you voiced your opinion, maybe they've been very defensive, too defensive. And maybe they've taken it very personal. 2 of Pentacles, we're getting a lot of Pentacles here. 2 of Pentacles means there's a hobby that you can turn into a career. There's something that you enjoy doing to the point that if you put your mind to it, you can turn it into a job for yourself. So you could think about your hobbies, think about what you do in your spare time for recreational and fun. There is an idea coming in that area that you can turn into a job and career for yourself. And the last card here is Ace of Pentacles, so full Pentacle domination. So your routine is incredibly important. Make sure that you declutter your routine as well and make room for the projects that will bring you abundance. Focus on those projects. So Ace of Pentacles mean there could be a new job offer coming, or you could create a job opportunity for yourself. With so many Pentacles, you also want to see Queens, and we had 3 Queens. And that means that this idea is a real thing. It's not just something that that you shouldn't run with, or that was just like a flimsy thing. It is a real thing that you can create with, that is going to be huge for you. The only thing that's lacking in this reading is the number 4, because 4 is when we're really committed to something. So there's a lack of commitment to this, but that you can easily change by just shifting your mindset now, knowing that your idea is real. So create a business plan around it. And you've learned a lot in everything you've done before that has given you expertise, but I feel like you've been overlooked as well. So it's time that you now do this for yourself. It's very much focused on this. Your idea will help a lot of people, I feel. So it's not a selfish thing. Sometimes people stop themselves from creating, from creating their ideas into a real financial success because they feel unworthy, and they're saying your idea will help a lot of people. And bring a lot of happiness to people. And I also feel like there's a little lack of confidence in your idea, a little lack of confidence that makes you kind of delay doing anything about it. Now is a good time to do something about it. So you have to declutter your life a little bit and bring out what it is that you actually want to do and focus your energy around that. So it's a really good idea. It started as an intellectual idea. It's something that is a hobby of yours, something you love doing. And if you don't know what it is, think about what you love doing as a child. There's a childhood connection and a family connection for a lot of you as well, that you can bring in and turn into a real financial opportunity for yourself. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Now I'm going to get started on the next 2 cards for people that subscribe to the bundle. So make sure you subscribe to that if you want to know the next 2 cards. And also what you get in the bundle is all the courses. And the money block bonus as well. Bye!